I've had the Infinix Hot 40i for a couple of months now, and in this video, I am going to be sharing my full in-depth review about this phone. There's nothing much going on here in terms of the design because the Infinix Hot 40i is made entirely of plastic, and mm, it's also a budget phone, which means that there are some features that and it's missing from this phone, and it's totally understandable. This phone comes in around $100, and in 2024, I would tell you that it is very hard to get a phone of this price and has these features and qualities. So the phone also is made to look exactly like an iPhone, which for me, I really think is not that necessary, because I would like the Infinix to have their own special brand. Like if you have an iPhone, you would know that this is an iPhone. If you look at the Samsung, from the Samsung S23 Ultra, 24, and even S22, you'll notice that they make sure they keep that same design, because it is something that is relative to Samsung. And if you look at a Google Pixel, you would know that this is a Google Pixel. But the Infinix Hot 40i is made entirely to look like an iPhone, which means if you're looking at it from afar, you might easily be fooled that this, unless maybe you come closer to the phone and then you realize that this is an Infinix phone. The display really looks nice on the Infinix Hot 40i, and it's one of the things I like about this display is that it comes with a 90 Hz refresh rate. So you have to understand that this is a budget phone, and having 90 Hz refresh rate would mean smoother screen, which means you have smoother graphics on your phone, and if you're an intense gamer, you would also benefit from this. The pixel of the phone is a 720 by 1612 pixels, and it also comes with 480 nits of screen brightness. I usually think that that is kind of like low, given the fact that this phone is released in 2023. I've had phones that were released back in 2018 that has higher screen brightness of over 800 to 1000 screen brightness nits. So, but this one has 480, while the regular Hot 40 has 500 screen nits brightness. Now, you look at it that, okay, does this really matter? It matters, depends on circumstances. Like if you are using your phone indoors, you might not notice this, but whenever you go out, you might notice that you have to increase your screen brightness. Like if it's kind of like in the afternoon, you have to increase your brightness as high as you can so that you'll be able to use your phone, especially those that use maybe a dark mode on their phone. You would might find it difficult operating this phone in maybe outside, maybe during the day, you might find it difficult. But other than that, the screen looks great. Like I said, I've been using this phone for 4 months now, and I've never had any issues when it comes to the display of this phone. And as you can see on the screen, I have my screen protector on. It has some little cracks there, but the screen is still intact and everything works great in terms of the display. One thing I really noticed when using the Infinix Hot 40i is that the camera looks really great. Now, it might not compare to the likes of the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra or the S23 or maybe the Google Pixel 8, but it's still able to hold its own against this phone. Now, I use this phone to take a lot of pictures and videos, and most of the times you would find it difficult to determine if this is taken from a flagship phone or from an Infinix phone. Now, the rear camera is a 50 megapixel camera, and the front camera is a 32 megapixel wide angle camera. And if you open the phone, maybe the back of the phone, you notice that the camera lens is not as big as you have on your iPhone, though the case makes it appear to be as big, but it's not as big. So this camera depends mostly on software for image processing rather than hardware. And most of our smartphones today also depends on softwares to process our images, but the Infinix lens is kind of like a lot smaller than your average phone. But even at that, the software that processes these images still is able to handle the images correctly, making your images look good and look a bit bright. And there are some times where the images comes out a bit too much contrasty, but it's just maybe once in a while and depends on if you're able to use your pro mode when using the Infinix Hot 40i. As somebody who takes a lot of picture, I tend to use my pro mode a lot, which gives me a bit of more flexibility when taking pictures, whereby I can adjust the ISO and the manual focus or the autofocus. But if you don't know how to use your pro mode, you can still take really good pictures with this phone. So I'm going to be sharing a few pictures that I took with the Infinix Hot 40i just for you to see how good the pictures appears to be. So that's basically all for today's video. I hope you really enjoyed watching this video, and if you have any questions to ask, you can leave your comments in the comment section below and I would answer all of your questions. And if you really enjoyed this video, please like on the video, make sure you like and also subscribe on this channel. I will see you in my next video. Bye.